time. But
Coach as in what were you doing exactly?
Basically, I ran like a push-up challenge.
Okay.
And we gathered about, I think, 600 people from all over the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was free. It was just like an accountability thing. Just created a small community around everybody's desire to get fit, do something exciting.
And this you did during the lockdown, during the pandemic? Wow. So that kind of sparked like the fitness side of things.
Yeah. And then I got into a lot of stuff. So MMA, calisthenics, strength training, CrossFit. I did all of it, and I saw that again. This is one sector that's missing.
Got it.
Because I have
like the recovery side of things. Yeah, absolutely.
And because I have more understanding of the human body than the general population.
Correct.
I started using my knowledge to kind of understand exercise science, hypertrophy science, nutrition science.
Correct.
Then I entered recovery science, started reading more and more, and I came across contrast therapy.
What are the main benefits that you see from contrast therapy?
Top two things that you will experience for sure in the first session itself. One is a circulatory flush.
Okay.
That's basically when you're in the cold, there's constriction of vessels in your periphery, blood rushes to your core. When you're in the sauna, blood runs away from your heart towards the periphery.
Got it.
So this in and out of your blood is a circulatory flush. It'll push out any inflammatory cells.
And that's kind of what you feel instantly.
That's something you feel instantly because it happens on such a macro level.
How often do you do contrast therapy?
At least once a week.
Once a week. So you recommend it as a once a week?
So your scientifically recommended minimum dosage is 11 to 14 minutes in the cold in a week and 57 minutes of heat in a week.
Okay.
And the URECO cycle we've introduced is a 4:15 cycle.
Okay.
So one cycle is something you can definitely fit in half an hour, and then depending on what time of the day you're in, we decide where we end the cycle. That's on the science. I told you about the protocols of what the weekly dosages are. Now it comes to when you go through the cold. Now since you've done this, it's not something that I need to say instruct you about.
Right.
But I will tell you how whatever procedure you've been following, how it helps. It'll help you connect the dots a little better.
Perfect.
So the moment you enter the cold, your fight and flight is going to be kicking in.
Right.
Your mind is going to be like, get me the hell out of here.
Get out of here, yeah.
Now you'll find that slowly and steadily you start calming down and suddenly you feel a switch. And be like, okay, now I'm chill.
Yeah.
This switch is the switch of your parasympathetic switch.
Correct.
When you focus on nice long exhales, it slows down your heart rate. A nice low heart rate sends a signal to your brain that, hey, I'm in a safe environment. So for anyone who comes in, that's my instruction that okay, your focus needs to be constantly on nice, long slow exhales. And this not just for this, even if you're playing a sport, a nice slow exhale will slow down your heart rate, calm it down. Relax
long
breathing
exhale,
is better
that's the
than
key.
Go. I see a lot of people hyperventilate and then enter. You don't want that because firstly, stressful environment, your blood's being pulled away from everywhere. And on top of that, you're kind of giving yourself this kind of a euphoric rush.
Correct. You don't want that. It's kind of two contrasting signals to your body.
Exactly.
Got it. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Let's
Feel ready to
start?
go?
Yeah.
Keep it. Yeah. Get it. Very nice. Jesus Christ.
How do you get it straight?
Yeah. Breathe out, sit straight on your butt. So two things, understand where the pain's coming from. Your blood vessels are constricting, that's what the pain is. Secondly, the hardest part is your feet.
Yeah.
So once they're fine, you're going to be good.
Also the signals are like, don't put your
Body inside.
core organs inside.
Yeah.
The feet are like killing me.
Come on. Yeah.
Even when I did the arc video, it took me like 8 tries to get into that thing.
So the thing with like a bucket and ice in it is that it always forms different layers of temperature throughout.
Yeah.
You never get like a full consistent experience the way you get it in this. So the trick here is only to commit in one go.
Got it.
So first 50 to 60 seconds is mind over matter.
Yeah.
So think about, get that like David Goggins mindset.
Yeah.
Think about that, okay, like 50 seconds is all I need.
Now my feet, like my legs,
great.
feel amazing.
I know.
It just happens.
It's just the first 50, and it's exactly that amount of time that it takes for a switch to happen.
Yeah.
Fight and flight to rest and digest.
Let's do take 2.
Remember, just go for it. Straight up, organ mindset. Breathe out, sit straight on your butt. Yeah. Very nice. Sit. Yeah. Flip the timer for you. Yeah. Just breathe. So 20 seconds in, pain would have started kicking in right now. Slow, long exhales. Nice.
I love being able to like break a pain palace. Like you just go into like for example when I did the half marathon, I was like, I'm not a marathon person, not a runner, I'm not any of that.
Yeah.
But after you do it, you realize I've broken this pain threshold. Like now,
It is.
I want to break something else.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I have like two brains inside of me right now. One that says, like it's amazing, stay in.
Yeah.
And I have this second one which is like, get the out of this right now.
And just that, it's your two nervous systems talking to one another.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
So how cold did you say this was again?
You were at about 8 to 8.5. So since we've helped so many people get in, we found that this 7, 8, 9 to be like the perfect sweet spot for people. But as we go lower than that, we're just unnecessarily making it hard. So what I recommend is go in like a prayer pose, so your biceps and triceps can get some as well.
What are your thoughts on dunking the head?
So with dunking the head, it's the third place with the least amount of fat. So I'd never recommend dunking the head at least for the first, say, 7, 8 dips. Because your body's not used to so much heat loss.
Right.
So with the head, the amount of heat loss, plus your brain's there.
Yeah.
So it's too much and our bodies aren't equipped to take that amount of, change. That's it, 4 minutes done. Awesome. Step out easy. Yeah. Nice. Slow and steady. You can take my hand.
Pins and needles.
Yeah. Step directly onto this. Yeah. And have a seat on the ledge itself.
So now next steps.
So the break is as much part of the therapy as the hot and cold.
Right.
Because this is when your body is now actively doing the work of reheating itself.
Right.
You want to let your body do some work. The burning, pricking sensation you're feeling all over, that's that rush of vasodilation, that's that rush of blood you're feeling all over. So we give you just a minute and then we'll get in the sauna, which is nice and toasty right now.
So what I read when it comes to ice baths is that after you do strength training, you shouldn't do ice bath because you want that inflammation for hypertrophy. But if you do any other type of, say, a long endurance workout or you do a sport where the inflammation may not be for hypertrophy, you want the inflammation to reduce as quickly as possible, then you should do the ice bath right after a workout.
Correct. So the recommended time is about 4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours.
So after strength training, if you're in hypertrophy, just wait for 4 to 6 hours before entering the cold. So that is definitely there. And endurance work, why? Because endurance work builds a lot of lactic acid. So you want that flush.
Correct.
That's why after endurance, like a super long run or like if you cycle around for a very long time, then cold is great.
Correct.
Right. So next is now the sauna.
The sauna.
Yeah. Let's come.
Pull.
Yeah. That was good. You seem super zen.
On the record, guys, this is like one of the best, physiological after effects of a treatment that I've felt. It's like the combination of the two. It actually works. And that was quite the experience, to be very honest. He was right. If I want to come back into an alert state, like going back into the plunge, into the cold plunge would be great. But the sauna, after alerting your body from the cold, it just puts you in this deeply zen state. I think you can make out from my facial expression, you can't even fake it. So I think what Doc's giving me right now is a cup of electrolytes. Check this out. It smells great. What is this?
What's your fastener electrolyte?
What's fastener? I think that out of all the treatments that you could do, sauna will be probably at the very top. With me, because I've always experimented with biohacking and all these protocols and stuff, I've had these huge swings in how I feel. And my life at least of late, has been like this chasing flow state type of a journey. Because when my body makes me feel good, like I have that alignment between mind feels good, body feels good. That sense of flow, ideas come to you, you're executing at like the top of your game. Once you experience that, you're just chasing that, right?
Yeah.
But like I also generally have like very chronic fatigue levels. Sometimes it's just like hard to get out of bed.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to like modulate my behavior so that I can wake up in a state which is like, okay, today I'm ready to
ready to take on the day.
Exactly. Because when I'm feeling good, I can outpace, outwork, outdo anyone and anything. But when I'm down and out, it's like really hard to get up. So I'm always chasing like these different protocols which
to kind of get you back in
get me in that
game.
top state. You know, like in a week, if I can have 5 good days, that's insane.
Yeah, that's a product.
That's insane, yeah.
Everybody starts stepping out of themselves
Yeah.
and observing their behavior, their patterns. Not just body physically, but even mentally.
Yeah.
Just to like, hey, why am I behaving this way?
Exactly.
Why am I reacting this way? Where's this coming from? And once you start doing that is when you kind of reach that next level of, I think as a human being.
The modulating your behaviors, like that actively.
When you're aware.
Yeah.
Awareness is, I think, critical. Like, go for it this time. Or take the mic for me. Can you get your biceps and triceps just quickly in and out?
The steps too difficult.
It's good, it's good. No steps. No pressure. How was a minute?
That's a minute?
Yeah.
Just dipping in, you know, that initial hit is addictive. So what all packages do you offer?
For us, it's either a monthly package, like a 4-session package, or a 12-session package.
Alright, let's close out strong.
Like 3 minutes this time, that's it.
Is there any like post ice bath nutritional recommendation?
Post contrast therapy, there is a recommendation to like have salty food.
Salty food?
Again, because electrolyte loss, you want the salt in your body because it retains the water, right?
Our body is fighting.
Try and keep your fingers out. Your fingers are what hurt the most.
So I forgot what I first asked you. Are you always here, like for every client? Or
No, so it's either be me or Dr. Digvijay.
Okay.
One of us who's here guiding people.
Correct.
But if it's the first session, do they really need us?
Right. After
If
that,
it's the second, third session, then it's you take it on their own. But so the first time I did this, I didn't have anyone around me.
Yeah.
And I lasted in the cold at 10 degrees at about 20 seconds.
Any type of people who you say this is not for specifically?
Anyone with uncontrolled, like a blood pressure issue?
Pregnant women?
No, of course not. No, not pregnant.
Anybody else?
Uncontrolled panic or anxiety disorder.
Any physiological conditions like diabetes, stuff like that? Does it help?
This is actually great for diabetes.
Great for diabetes.
Yeah, because it improves your insulin sensitivity. So it's fantastic for diabetes. Nice, 3 minutes done.
When you talk, it helps.
So we conclude the session here.
Oh yeah.
Usually when it's an hour,
Yeah.
I say okay, depending on the time of the day, go back in the sauna for 15, go back in the cold for 4.
Right.
That's something you can fit comfortably in an hour.
So I got this shirt wet, so I'm gonna have to change my shirt, but thankfully we have a shirt from this brand that I'm trying to try out called Lost My Accent, so let's see how that is. Should I just unbox it over here?
I feel like we have an unboxing in every vlog now.
Yeah, we have an unboxing here. So that's the shirt. Whoa. Let's give it a try. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.
So my body is still tingling from that experience. I am alert and I am focused and I feel like I'm in flow state. All of a sudden, we just wrapped up at URECO, which honestly I think this was just an insanely good experience. I'll be coming back for more. I was telling Dr. Karan that honestly, for recovery, I think I've just discovered a new tool. I've been having really active weeks playing pickleball or paddleball like 3, 4, 5 times a week. I've been working out every day on top of that. So focusing on recovery is something that's really, really important at this point. And coming in for a therapy like this regularly, at least once a week as he recommended, I think that's going to make a big impact on my overall recovery. And we're going to measure that using the Whoop and we're going to see how that reflects in our Whoop score. But I think I'm going to have a really good sleep tonight. My body is in this different state all of a sudden. And let's see what the long-term effects of this are, because I'm definitely coming back here for more. And a big thank you to URECO and a big thank you to Dr. Karan Jadhav for just being present with us the entire time, guiding us through the process. He's really hospitable. He guided us through everything perfectly, explained all the benefits, everything around it, because there's much more to the philosophy than just dipping in cold and then being seated in a sauna for a little bit. There's a lot more that goes with it. And I think as a post-nutrition, before I go on and play a sport next, I've been carrying around these sachets from The Whole Truth. So I just got a new box of it and I'm gonna have a quick protein shake because all I've had since morning is a couple of eggs. So actually I've not been carrying around the sachets from The Whole Truth. I've been carrying them around from Optimum Nutrition, but I've been wanting to try a homegrown brand for protein. And let's give The Whole Truth a try. This is not sponsored, so this will probably be like a good honest review of the product. This is the light cocoa flavor.
I think if you have a shaker,
Smells
then it
nice.
won't be a problem.
This is a shaker only.
Yeah, I like the packaging though. So if you see this, they always have these little touches which I think any die-hard consumer would enjoy. So while I do this, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon and support us. It's a lot of effort to make these videos, and I think if we're providing any value to your life, then it would be great if you could support us. It's free, so honestly just do it. I shouldn't have to even ask you guys at this point. Alright, taste test. It's good, it's yum. Tastes light cocoa, right? So it's a good, nice chocolatey flavor. So if you're on the go, definitely do keep these sachets with you. You'll get a quick kick of protein, and until next time.